Welcome to Gail's Garden Herbs and More. I have another clip, the main one. I just wanted to show you a couple more things. So I'm going to put this at the beginning and then it'll go to the other main clip of where I'm preparing stuff. But there's so many things I forgot to tell you about. One is the onion tops and the garlic chives. I dried some of those and put those. I have more of those too. And then here are some of those mixed greens I'll be talking about in the other clip. Also, this is some of the rows that I was telling you about that I was drying. Now you see stuff back here. There's a bunch of batteries and stuff. That's set up when I make my colloidal silver. Haven't been making any of that because I've been busy with all the garden stuff. But let me show you some individual stuff. I've also been drying a lot of my individual stuff. My stevia, oregano. I did this a little bit earlier. Some of my chamomile. I've got nasturtium leaves, and I've got more of that too. I've got a lot of my individual stuff. I just try to grab what is there and get it dried and put up. That's my Rose of Sharon. I really want it just as I love the bush. And the Rose of Sharon makes me think of Jesus. That's one of the names he goes by. But something has been eating the tops. I mean, just eating it down. I don't understand. It may be the squirrel. He's my biggest culprit, but I don't know. But anyway, let me go on. Okay, I guess I can stop for a minute. I was going to show you something, but going into another section. I have different sections throughout the yard. Okay, I cut down a bunch of basil, and I still need to make more. Made pesto. Boy, it's growing back fast. I just did that. Yeah. Okay, I have had so many cucumbers, like I said. I've got some more hot banana peppers back there and some other different types of peppers. I've got more cucumbers growing. And of course the watermelons. I haven't seen any more weird ones yet. I really want watermelons, so that's fine with me. I also picked some little vines here of my Mr. Stripey. I love the flavor on these. They're red on the outside, but kind of yellow on the inside, and the flavor is just unbelievably good. So I'm also trying to get some more tomato starts started. These little tomatoes, I told you they were the blue cream, the little blue creams, but they're not. They are I wished I could remember the name. They're called a striped tiger or something like that. And when they get slightly red, they are the best small tomato I've ever stuck in my mouth. I was really hoping I would get some of those blue creams. I have a couple small tomato plants. Maybe one of them will be the blue cream. But yeah, I've been doing stuff out here, trying to keep my big tree is coming back. I told you in another video that all the leaves fell off and died. It's just so hot. And these aren't doing real good. I maybe need to water them more. They're really in direct heat here. All of this stuff is what I'm working with while I'm preserving. I'm doing so many different things. But anyway, watch the next clip. I show you some more. Maybe you'll get some ideas, just quick shots of this and that I'm doing. It might give you an idea of something you can dry or freeze or whatever I'm doing with it. Making lots of stuff for so I can make teas and stuff later too. But anyway, here comes the next clip. Welcome to Gail's Garden Herbs and More. I am been really busy putting up a lot of food and stuff. Some things I'm doing I really don't remember. I may have done it years ago, but I've forgotten so much when I used to do everything from scratch and everything. I had a huge harvest of peppers I've been cutting and putting in the freezer in an open pan, and then once it's froze, I will take it out and put it in the freezer bags and stuff. Because I had just a big old harvest for me of peppers. And I still, as you can see, have peppers coming on. I also have a lot of these little winter squash. I'm really excited. Yeah, they're just growing everywhere, as you can see. So I'm in the middle of putting up a lot of stuff. I'm also drying my roses. They make a great tea. I also use them when I make a rose oil to go in my facial oil. My rose bush has just been giving me a lot of wonderful roses, and they smell so good. Even after I dry them, it smells really good. here outside I have some marshmallow drying. I'm going to have to grow a lot more of that because if you feed marshmallow to your goats, it will increase milk production. So I'm really excited about that. I don't have enough to just liberally share with the goats right now, but I have been trying to find some mallow because it's related to marshmallow, and it's just a weed that grows wild, and I'm sure it has a lot of the same probably things inside of it that marshmallow does. But the problem is this whole area was just covered in mallow, but it got pulled out last year and some this spring, and all that's coming now, it's been so dry, is little tiny minute dry stuff. I guess I could pick the top and not pull the roots out there because most of the roots were pulled out. Different ones helping to clean up the yard and me, but I didn't have goats then. I use mallow some, but now I have marshmallow growing, so I guess they'll even eat the little ribey stuff. But I used to have great big huge beautiful leaves almost big as my hand, and of course my hand's not that big, but for me that was really neat. Now I wished I had that back to feed to my goats, but I'll tell you something I did find to feed them. That is cut up pieces of watermelon rind. Your goats love it, and it's good for them. The reason I really like it is because I can chunk it up and put chunks of it in with the grain because I don't want to feed too much grain to my doe. And once she's done eating, she's done with me milking her or even touching her udder. But as long as she's eating, she lets me milk her. So I want to show you that sometimes I have a way to tie her up. I haven't got my stand yet. I did get a little electric milker thinking that would help, but I sent it back because the tubes are too little to really get a good cleaning on them and stuff. And I don't know, I kind of enjoy milking by hand. It's not like I have a big dairy or something. It's not saying I won't eventually do that. I don't know. But right now I'm just doing it the way I'm doing it. But yeah, watermelon rinds, goats love them. When I put it in there with the grain, it keeps her busy eating longer so I can finish milking her out. The other thing I'm doing, I have been so busy. I don't usually drink a lot of coffee, but I'm trying to get 1 cup in the morning just to get me going. The heat has been horrible for months now, in the hundreds, and now I'm really, really busy. I got my microclimate it's built in my garden, so my garden doesn't burn up, as I said before. I just froze a bunch of these, and then now I'm cutting some up to try drying them. And they're full of water, so they'll probably shrink up to a little of nothing, but they'll still be flavorful in a soup this winter. I've also been cutting up squash leaves and drying them for my greens mixture. Squash leaves, lamb's quarters, anything that's edible leaves. I'm crushing them up and putting them in there. I don't know, I just have this push inside of me to get everything put up that I possibly can while I can. But this is some of the stuff that I'm doing right now to get food preserved and put away for the winter. I have had loads and loads of cucumbers. I can't keep up with them. I've given bags to all kinds of people, family and stuff. I can't eat it all, just me, and it's really hard to find ways to preserve cucumbers. I keep finding these that get away from me and get too big, and I think, well, I might juice them, but I haven't even had the time to juice it. I did cut some up and make the cucumber water, which I need to make some more. I've got more in the refrigerator too. Have you ever seen these? You know what that is? Kind of looks like an orange, doesn't it? But it's not. It's a combination. Some friends gave us these. I have a bunch more too. I've been juicing and freezing into ice cubes and putting in a bag in the freezer to make lemonade, but they're not regular lemons. They're a cross between an orange and a lemon, and they're not so... They taste like lemon juice, but not so acidy effect in the mouth and stuff. A slight sweetness, but not... It's hard to describe. It's really makes great lemonade. So I have some more I need to process on those. I have been processing also my black-eyed peas. I'm trying to let these dry a little bit more. The ants have just been zapping the juice. Some of them, they're just killing them on the vine. So I pick them as soon as they start feeling a little leathery, and then instead of waiting till they totally dry on the vine, but enough where they've mostly matured. And the squirrel is starting to eat them since he's eaten all my corn. So he hasn't eaten those a lot. He doesn't seem to prefer those. He's eaten my tomatoes and corn, and I hope not my watermelons. I saw one place where he tried. He didn't seem to like the watermelon as well. Hopefully he continues not to like the watermelon as well. I've eaten so much of the garlic, I shouldn't eat as much as I did. So I'm saving this for my seed garlic. But I had a bunch of organic oranges, and what I did after I juiced those and made popsicles, and then since they were organic, I dried the rinds and then ground up the let me show you that. Okay, I dried the orange peelings because they are organic, so if they're not organic, you really don't want to eat the peels, but these were organic. After I dried them, I put them in my bullet machine and ground them up, and they're great in teas and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm doing with that. I also sealed the jar with my sealer, and the dogs are barking. I'm expecting someone over, so I'm going to have to cut this short. This is just some of my stuff, different tinctures and things that I have. Here's more. My cupboards are full. I need to get another shelf to put in here. I don't have anywhere. I'm running out. I have more everywhere. I have stuff. Anyway, gotta go. Have a great day. Hope you are busy putting stuff, an abundance of stuff away as well. Love y'all. Bye.